Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm back with more Destiny. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, sorry. Sound alert might not play because I haven't transitioned to the main thing yet. Oh well. Well, let's go ahead and transition now. Hi. Here, I'll play it for you. It's free for me, so if I can find it. There it is.
Nice cock.
There we go. That one goes out to the kingdoms.
Guardian down.
Let's go ahead and open up some Destiny. How's everybody doing today? Anything interesting going on? Anybody having any fun experiences lately? Have you seen the new weekly stuff? If you haven't, I won't spoil it. I have. I saw it yesterday. It's okay. Ton of slurs in comp taken and reported. They're banned now. Jeez. I mean, Bungie has really dialed back how much they care about PvP, but I feel like that's no excuse for. I feel like even so, you can't get away with anything like that, and I don't know why you would think you could. Oh, is Overwatch 2? Never mind. That's surprising. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Now, Blizzard's pretty good about banning offensive people. That's the one thing, because they have to worry so much about the whatchamacallit, their self-image or their public image. If they let people get away with that, it would look even worse on them, and they already look pretty terrible. Transition. Are we ever going to update the background? Is that a thing right now? I haven't played Overwatch 2 in like 6 months, at least. Like, I played Overwatch 2 when it was new. Air quote, new, you know. The hello there background? Wait, you mean the... Oh, you're right. Hold on. Yeah, the Traveler's not there anymore, is it? I forgot about that. Yeah, maybe I should get an official background. I'm thinking about commissioning some artists for stuff. Hold on, let me make it more accurate. This will be worth it, trust me. Let's see. And on Sunday house. This photo of empty sky. Yeah, let me update it. Hold on. I gotta make it a... No, wait, sorry. Too much. Stop scrolling. Okay, hold on. I think I've got it. Let's add this. Image. Add new source. Triangle. Browse. I think it's under my downloads. But I should move it to my images folder. Alright, you guys ready? I fixed it. There we go. It's perfect. Now it's accurate. Now that's how it is in game, right? It couldn't be any better, you know? Add purple swirls. Wait. No, this is so... No, hold on. I got an idea. Oh, I'm hold on. I don't. This is gonna take a bit to set up. Is how worth it would this be? I need to think about this. All right, we're doing this. Hold on. Let me turn down the music. I think I forgot to turn it down. No, I turned it down. It's just a little loud. Okay, I got an idea. Bear with me, guys. I'm not liking this where this is going, but we can wait. If yeah, hold on. This is gonna be worth it. I'm debating on whether or not I should show you guys this as I do it, because it might actually take me a second to set it up. Okay, hold on. Oh, come on, there's got to be a better. Okay. Defeat the boss on screen. You're gonna have to watch out. She's got a lot of health. I'm still debating on whether I think this is funnier to do without you guys knowing and then have the big reveal, or if this would be funnier to have everybody watch me do. Okay, hold on. This is so stupid. I really hope I can get this to work how I want it to. Where is it? All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna work on this. You guys just chat with me while I do this. All right, let's talk about something, because this is genuinely funny. At least I think so. POV, it works. POV, you wasted my time. So it's either a small pog, a very small pog, or a very big lol. I'm okay with either of those outcomes. Skip nades are actually good. I think skip nades could use a bit of a buff in some way. They're not terrible. They're kind of fun. Let's see. Type. I guess the next big artist, he's creating something for the background you can see on the screen because the traveler's in space now. Yeah. Exactly that. Kingdoms pointed out that my background is no longer accurate to the game. Okay. File open. Where is that? What was it titled as? That's just like a stream numbers 841. Okay. See if we can find it real quick. Oh, there it is. Open that. What's an easy way to do this? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Titan's greater than Stasis Warlock. It depends on what the Titans are running. Strand Titans for sure. Strand overall is just better than Stasis right now. It's kind of a shame, but just it is how it is, you know? Is this gag worth it? that's not working. We'll do. Let's say if I take more than 5 minutes working on this, which I might, then I'm just going to show you guys what I'm working on, and you can tell me if you think it's funny or not. How about that? Okay, let's try that. Hmm. You're really just using those as soon as you get them, aren't you? How much health? 4,000. And how much health left? I don't know, man. You do the math. I don't know how much you've done. Okay, why is this not copying nicely? Shouldn't there be a slider to let me? I want to. Why is it only like some of them? It's so strange. I don't think it works like that. You want to do a duel? Okay, I think it was duel. With a buy-in of 0. Alright, easy. You gotta add a number at the end if you want to bet points. Why is it not? Ooh, it's pretty close. Ugh. Come on, man. What is the best way to do this? Why is it doing it like that? Oh, I get it. Oh, I'm so dumb. Hold on. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. Okay, well that would explain a lot. Let's see if we've messed anything up because of that. Or do they all just kind of look like that? I think they all just look like that. That's weird. Okay, interesting. Alright, well, let's do this. Okay, we're gonna select all of that. First of all, actually move that back. Now we're gonna select all that. We're gonna Control C, classic Control V. I'm gonna scooch over. Make sure it's all aligned. You know what I mean? Alright. There's the first frame done. Now we do the second frame. It's gonna take forever. Oh, it's up high. Reading your streamer setup. Not trying to confuse anyone. Yeah, I'm reading myself right now. Now, have you ever been confused when someone calls you Gnome instead of your name? Most people call me Car or Gnome. And they never call me by my name on the internet. A lot of people don't even know my name on the internet. I don't know if that makes me happy or sad or indifferent. I don't think I really mind. I think as a kid I always wanted a nickname. And so it's cool being on the internet and having a nickname, you know? Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. you call him gnome? Can't read the paragraph of a description. For the real name, Carl. It's actually short for carpet. Okay, I'll have you know. Calling someone Car is weird. You know, I've told this story before about my nickname. I don't know who here has heard it besides Hi. I know Hi's heard it for sure. Hi's probably heard it a few times. But before I was a VTuber, I had the nickname Car Gnome. That's where it came from. And it was a real life nickname. There were people who actually called me that in real life. And then later, like quite a few years later, I started making accounts for myself on like every website, and I decided to use Car Gnome as my moniker, and lucked out because apparently nobody's taken that, and like nobody goes by Car Gnome like anywhere, which is nice. How's that air water? It's air soda from Air Lee's Chicken. Before he was a VTuber. I don't know, man. It's tricky territory talking about VTuber stuff, because I'm pretty open about talking about stuff that ruins the immersion. But I don't have a lot of immersion going on. I mean, it's just, you know, I think if I legitimately was like, oh, look at me, I'm a lolly gnome anime girl, I think people would like have a problem with that. I think people would be very upset with me for a lot of reasons. We already get enough people who come in confused or surprised. I don't want any drama, alright? Will we get a jiggle physics? You mean jiggle physics for my my pointy hat? Pretty soon, probably. I don't know. I like the idea of having a canonical story stuff to go with. And when I was writing up the stuff in the FAQ, I was like, yeah, this is fun. I like all these little story ideas. And I'd love to like explore that and like have a character more in depth about that. But if I'm being honest, I'm just I'm just someone who plays Destiny all day. I don't think people care about my background and my lore that much. And I know you guys are probably going to be like, what? We do? Like, I don't know how much you really do. These songs I'm getting right now are very borderline country. Like, you could put this in a country playlist and people probably wouldn't bat an eye. But they're not directly the kind of country we usually think about. And so I kind of get on the fence about listening to these songs sometimes. But they're by artists where I like other songs by them. So I'm like, okay, well, you're going to pass. I don't like despise country for the most part. Just occasionally despise it. I need the lore. Listen, man, we don't have the budget of HoloLive, okay? We gotta work with our menial budget. I work every damn day. Not every day. But I work some days out of the week, okay? I'd say possibly the majority for the most part, okay? To bring you gnome-related content. And only marginally so, because most of the time I'm literally just playing Destiny and not even having any commentary that's insightful at all whatsoever. Okay? That's what we do here on this channel. We don't do in-depth lore discussions, unless it's about Destiny. And even then, we usually just talk about the least interesting stuff. Was this a massive Easter egg hint? If so, props to you. No, I just like skeletons. That's why my Halloween costume was a skeleton. Ah, yes, it was secretly a 999 IQ play by me. You know, someone who's really known to be that smart about foreshadowing. Dude, this is going to take forever. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what I'm working on, because it's silly to not show you guys, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time on this. Hold on. There we go. If you recognize it, you'll recognize it. If you don't recognize it, you'll recognize it at some point. So here's what I'm doing right now. Oops, didn't want to do that yet. Minecraft, huh? Yeah. I thought it'd be funny if the portal in the Traveler was a big nether portal. That's it. That's the whole gag. But I realized it was going to take way too much effort to set up. Is this worth it? Should I even keep working on this? Do you guys even find it as funny as I find it? The idea was really, really funny to me. And I've been kind of dying to work on something stupid. Keep forgetting to select the next frame. Waiting for you to call. Harvey, nobody knows what I see. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Crazy for you, oh boy. There we go. It'll be nice to look at for multiple streams coming. Yeah. You know, it'll be a fun little thing. I've been kind of wanting to work on something stupid for a while now, you know? Sometimes you just need a dumb thing to do. Like, it's good to do, like, important things in your life, too. Like, here and there, have, like, important projects. But sometimes you just need something stupid to work on. Something that just makes you go hee-hee when you finish working on it. Or hee-hee-hee-hee-hee as you're working on it. You know, that kind of thing? You know, the worst part about this is I guarantee you there's a better way to do this. And that's just like the one thing about like using any kind of Photoshop thing is it's like the whole time you're working on it, you think like, man, there is a better way to do this, isn't there? But like the amount of time it would take me to find the exact thing that I'm looking for instead of just the vague idea of what I'm looking for would probably take longer than just doing the dumber method. And sometimes you just got to do the dumb method, you know? And it sucks, but it's like, okay, I'm just going to do it. Oops, forgot to do the... Keep doing that. No, not that one. Need to copy from this layer. And then I can paste to this layer. And then we can scoot it over. And then we can zoom in. Then we drag it up. And we go up again. You know, there are times to work smarter and there are times to work harder. And if I was doing like a big project, I'd probably try to find the smartest way to do it. But if I was doing just a little part of a bigger project, then I would definitely do the hardest way to do it. Not hardest as in most difficult, but you know, like in the context of work smarter, not harder. Like I'd rather work harder than smarter, if that makes sense. So if it's like a smaller part of a greater thing, I feel like it's better to just get the thing done. Now, if it's something that requires incredible precision, I suppose you'd want to do it the right way the whole time. You know, and other people have different standards of work ethic and all that stuff. But I'm just thinking in general. Like something like this, again, like it would take me longer to look up and figure out the exact right way to do this efficiently. And then by the time I did that, I would have probably been done doing it the dumb method. So I'm just going to do it the dumb method. Oh man, I have so many more frames. We're on frame 20 out of 32, but we started with 32, so we've got 12 more. That's not so bad. But yeah, my plan here is I'm going to do the nether portal thing, and then I'm going to crop it into a triangle shape. And then I'm going to place it overlaid on the GIF of the traveler playing in the background. And then we can go hee 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 as we look into the background. You know what I should be working on, though? Instead of doing this, I should be editing that video that I recorded like 2 weeks ago. I finally recorded it, like actually recorded a video for my YouTube channel instead of just posting a bunch of VODs for my Twitch. But I have not spent any time editing it, and I really need to spend time editing it because it is literally 5 hours of footage that needs to be trimmed down to like something more palatable, like 15 minutes. So yeah, I gotta do that sometime, but that's like a big project. And I'm probably gonna have to re-record a bunch of it too, because I probably forgot things and didn't do things because I didn't use a script. Because I tried using a script, and I didn't like using a script. It sounded really corny, and I was like, I don't like how this sounds. I feel like I could convey the information a lot more efficiently if I just talked about it. And yet, I sat there and I talked for like 5 hours because I also put a lot of the burden on future me to edit it all together. So future me is going to hate past me. Future me usually does hate past me. Just about everything. What a great Destiny stream this is. Are you guys enjoying me playing Destiny right now? It's pretty cool, right? Honestly, though, okay, I will say this. Destiny content, heads up. Better than PvP. Okay, true, true. Okay. If you have not played the story missions up until now, I would recommend you either do that, which, may be a lot of stuff. So if you don't want to do that, you could also just look up some lore stuff, just like a lore recap for the current season so far, and watch like Bife's video about it, because I'm sure he's made one. Because there is a huge bombshell dropped in the storyline for Destiny. It was just kind of out of nowhere, because this is just some random rinky-dink season that we're in. Nothing crazy's been happening, and suddenly we're getting like crazy lore. Like, yeah, literally this week, I played it yesterday for the first time. It was weird because like I had missed last week's mission because I was doing stuff with family, and then I was playing a lot yesterday, so I did a bunch of stuff for like 13 hours. And then it was like, okay, I should probably do the story missions. And so I did last week's story mission, and I thought it was this week's, and I'm like, okay, well, that was kind of plain. No surprises. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. I didn't do last week's story mission, so now I get to do this one. And so I went ahead and did it, and out of nowhere, cutscene. And not only was it just one of those, like, infographic cutscenes, it was, like, the most, like story important cutscene we could possibly get. It was super weird that it was in the season stuff, though. A lot of people are saying it really shouldn't have been. I kind of agree with that. Either way, it's a big bombshell. It's a lot of stuff. So I do recommend looking into it if you have not heard about it yet. Some very interesting things there. Please no Dylan. What? Where is Dylan coming from? What are you talking about? You're not talking about Bob Dylan, are you? That's definitely not Bob Dylan. He's doing the movie review type of non-spoiler. I will, for the next like day or so, I will talk only vaguely about the thing that was talked about, or that happened in the story, because I do want people to see it for themselves. Whether they see it in game or not is up to them. But I would rather them see it for themselves, and then we can come back and talk about it. But I want to give it at least like a day more of buffer, so that people who haven't seen it yet can hear about it and go, oh, I should probably check that out, and then go see it, and then have their own reaction and opinion about it. Why did I leave it so low? There we go. Yeah, cool story stuff. I won't say much more about it. I do want to talk about it later, but it's kind of a big deal. So I'll let it breathe for at least another day. Oh man, they really loaded up my soda with ice cubes. It's like way too many ice cubes. Got like watered down on the first sip. So unfortunate. Oh, this one's gonna be annoying. Can I? Ooh, you know what? Oh, look at that. Hey guys, check this out. I can bump these around on my mouse because I have arrow keys bound to my mouse. Who in the right mind binds arrow keys to a mouse button combination? By the way, me. I'm literally the one guy. You get everything on this channel. Everything you never thought you needed. I know you're one of them. Listen, man, we don't want to talk about my button combinations. You don't want to hear about my key bindings. I know everybody's like all weird about it because they think I'm all weird about it. It makes sense to me. That's all that matters. All right? Wait a second. Everybody's telling me kinds of things. Minus 4K crit, all buffs. He's 5 years cooldown. I do, unironically, I do like talking about my button combinations. But I just know that other people don't care. It took me a long time to figure out exactly what I liked. Maybe not a long time, but it was a process to figure out exactly what I liked. And now I run that, and I'm so happy with it. But I understand also that from an outside perspective, it might look really weird. Just what you do has been to no emotion that's gonna be for sure. We're down to frame 10. We got 10 more frames, boys. And then we just gotta crop out the outer parts of a triangle on each frame. I play claw controller. I mean, fair. I mean, you could easily blame Overwatch for all of the things that I do incorrectly. Alright, we'll get into it. So, it started with Destiny. Actually, no, it started further back than that. It started with Minecraft, coincidentally, doing the stuff with the Nether portal here. I used to play Minecraft on PC. That was the only game I ever really played on PC. I had other games that my friends tried to get me to play, but I only ever really wanted to play Minecraft. That was like the main game, and that was back in middle school. And for a good chunk of its time, or a good chunk of our time playing, it was during Minecraft beta. Now it was like mid to late beta. It wasn't like early beta or anything. My brother played during the alpha. Nobody cared. And then he kept trying to show us the game, and I thought it was kind of boring. And then beta came out, and he showed me the game again. And I was kind of young at the time. This is too much backstory. Anyway, I played Minecraft. Sometimes you just gotta cut it off. I used to play Minecraft in middle school. I was a big fan of it before it kind of blew up and became like crazy popular. And so me and my friends would have a great time playing. And one of them had a friend who had a server, so we'd play together all the time. And that's where I learned some of the stuff that I use nowadays. And we'll get back to that. But then I started playing Halo 4 in high school. And because I liked Halo 4, and because at some point somebody got me into Destiny 2, I started playing Destiny, got me into Destiny 1, I mean. I started playing Destiny, and I got used to the control scheme from Destiny on console, which involved a few things that were not crazy, like, revolutionary, but they were just, specific to Destiny. And so when I went to play other FPS games, I felt like I had to copy what I did in Destiny because I played it so often. And I don't know if you remember the control scheme from Destiny on Xbox, because maybe you didn't even play on Xbox. Maybe you played on PlayStation. But the combination was specifically left. The most notable things in this context, at least, left thumbstick, which is the movement one. If you press it down, that was sprint. And then I believe right bumper was melee, left bumper was grenade, Y was swap buttons, B was crouch, A was jump, X was reload. And I don't think right stick press did anything super important. It might have done like a menu related thing. And I don't think there were any other buttons. I guess there were. I think the emotes may have been bound to the D-pad, right? So when I started playing Overwatch, because I got super disappointed in Destiny 2, and I was already playing Overwatch with friends at the time, and I thought it was a fun game, little did I know it would ruin the next few years of my life, in the span of, or in the context of enjoying video games. At the time, I thought I was having a lot of fun. And in that time, I thought I was having a lot of fun. I wanted to play Overwatch. Problem is, I was used to Destiny, and so when I was reassigning, or when I was playing Overwatch, instead of just playing with the default controls like normal people do, where they just play the game with whatever controls the game gives you, and you just get used to it, I was like, I don't like that. I'm gonna change it so that it's like my favorite game that I already play so much, Destiny. And so I copied a lot of the controls over. And basically what I took in my head, what I took in my silly little noggin, was that I liked having the left thumbstick be associated with movement stuff, and the right thumbstick being associated with looking. And I didn't like that going away. And so I took that was one of the major things I did. So not quite any. A lot of the movement related things in Overwatch I would reassign to be left thumbstick. For example, that was one of the weirder things I did. So, like, I'm trying to think who in particular got affected by that. I think Winston's jump was on left thumbstick. I think Reinhardt's pin was on left thumbstick. I think like Tracer's dash might have been on left thumbstick. Whoops, jeez, that was weird. Things like that. Anything that was pure movement. But here's the catch. It felt weird whenever there was like something aiming related that was also movement related, which wasn't a lot, but a good notable example was Diva's boost, like her jetpack boosters, whatever you'd call it. I think it was called her booster. Whenever I'd use that, it was controlled not by your movement, but by where you were looking. And so it was weird to me that I was I was like, okay, well, that doesn't make sense. Even though I like having movement stuff on the left thumbstick, it just didn't feel right. So I reassigned it to the right thumbstick because that was the looking thing. Yes, this is a Minecraft Nether portal. Do you see where this is going? Because I see where this is going. We're almost done with this part. The more I'm hearing this, the more I don't want to touch any controls. You have a bit stupid mind. Okay, well, we're not done. This is an important thing because this sticks in my mind. So anything similar to a grenade throw, I would bind to left bumper. All melee abilities were bound to right bumper. Of course, jump was still on A, crouch was still on B. Left and right trigger were fine, except for some characters. Here's another thing. This is just a side tangent. On console specifically, uh, left and right joystick, or not joystick, left and right triggers are swapped from left and right clicking on PC, which, like, you might not think is that big of a deal, and it isn't for the most part. But it's noticeable when you're playing a game where a character has two different hands and each hand does a different thing, and also each hand is bound to a different click or trigger. By default, Moira, for example, her right click was her right hand, and her left click was her left hand. Very intuitive, very, clear, visible, fine, no problems. But on console, it was no longer right and left because it was still primary fire and secondary fire, right? So they swapped her hands. So the right trigger controlled the left hand, and the left trigger controlled the right hand, and it was just a little bit disorienting. That has nothing to do with my key bindings. I feel like that was a reasonable change because it just looked better visually. I knew other people who did that change too. That was the only time I ever swapped like left and right trigger. Also, eventually when I was playing Overwatch, I wanted to start playing Lucio more, but it was hard to use him, and so what I did is I got an elite controller at some point, and I got those little paddles on the bottom, and I assigned one of them to A, and just so I could use the jump button a bit more easily for Lucio, and that helped out a lot. I enjoyed playing Lucio from then on, and there were a few other oddities like that, where just for the sake of convenience for one thing or the other, I had to do this. Because when you start messing with controls, it's like a slippery slope, right? When you mess with like one control scheme a little bit to make it just slightly different, you realize, oh man, oh, hold on. You realize like, oh no, if I unbind this button and swap it out for that one, then that old button has to go somewhere. Wait, why is this one doing that? What the hell is going on? Okay, I'm selecting this one. Oh, it's background. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hold on. So this one's gonna function differently. Why am I not able to copy this? I don't understand. Select all. Control C. Now I'm going to Control V. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. Hold on. This particular layer has not been altered, I don't think. In a way that... Hold on. Why would it not be letting me? See, it's cutting it off in this box here. So why would it be doing that? Layer boundary size 2160. 2160. Where he says. There you go. That's what we wanted. That's it. Cool. Now we copy that. Yeah, so I just forgot to resize that layer, but it was still showing the transparent background for all the other layers, which is why it was like, cool. Check this out. Watch this neat effect. Bam, 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 bam. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I should actually keep all these non-visible. Alright, so you thought the control scheme was getting weird there. It's only going to get worse, alright? So, I had this idea when I moved to PC. I had not really been used to PC in a while. The last time I played PC, I was just doing Minecraft, you know? It was like the only FPS I ever really played back in the day, and it had been a while, you know? I didn't have a PC for a good chunk of time, but I had an Xbox, and I played my Xbox a lot. So moving back, it was a weird adjustment. And I was trying to figure that out. And I considered a lot of options. At one point, I was considering getting a trackball because I heard it was, first of all, more ergonomic to use, and second of all, more similar to a joystick while still not being entirely worse. But I was like, no. Here's a lost sector. Oh, easy. Also Destiny. What are you saying by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Oh, you mean the lore stuff? So I was thinking this would be easy. Maybe this won't be as easy as I thought it would be. Anime logic backstory equals being able to die. True, though. That is true. How would I make a triangle and then as my selection tool? How would I do that? What's the easiest way to do that? Most accurate way to do that? Yeah, 4 more steps in 3 more weeks. I mean, I don't know if they're going to give us any more information. That might just be the random bombshell for the next little while and then just leave us wanting more for a bit. Colors. Tools. Selection tools. Okay, here's an idea. I did already download the most basic PNG of a triangle because I didn't feel like making one, and it was just going to be a quick gag. And then here I am now, like, actually, that's going to come in handy. But no, wait, no, that's not going to be handy. It would be better if I could just make a triangle here. What's the easiest way to make a triangle here? Paintbrush tool? I'll be here for the next few days, seeing as you're my employer. I need to tell you when I'm taking my days off stream. I see, I see. Okay, I appreciate you telling me directly, but I actually need you to inform HR about that. You're going to need to send them an email, also fill out some paperwork and mail it to us. And if it's not actually arriving at the building in time, then we won't approve your day off, and we'll count it against you as tardiness. So you're going to need to get that going. If you need to, you can always just drop those letters off in person. But if you're going to be here anyway, I mean, you might as well just show up for work. Otherwise, you're going to need to mail it in triplicate, actually, to 3 separate buildings. And you need to get them all there at the same time. Now, there's no guarantee we'll get back to you in time about those days off requests. I think Susan from HR is actually out of town all of this week. I know. Pretty inconvenient. And that just means everybody else gets screwed over. So we're going to have to, just suck that up. Honestly, you should probably just, keep hanging around. Okay, really though, I need to... Why is there no just like shape tool or something? Like let me draw a shape real quick. Don't most of the things do that? Most other like editing programs or whatever, they just like all the like bare bones like really sucky ones like Microsoft Paint or whatever. I want to know how the last day of work combo will go. Just a bunch of you must do this 55 monthly Destiny quest done first. Yeah, you need to get a bunch of stuff done. You're not meeting these quotas, man. Oh, damn it! Am I gonna have to look up how to make a triangle? How to make shapes in GIMP. Oh, good. It's 3 minutes. Wait. How do you get there? It's just there. I mean, I'm sure this is an older version, and he's also on Mac. Like, it's just there. Like it's supposed to be. Bro, what? I don't have anything like that here. I have rectangle select. I don't have any kind of shape making tool. Who is he? Okay, yeah, so that video is not going to help. This is like a research paper? Why is it so scientific? Selection tools. What? You need to learn how to make a rocket first. I mean, yeah, that's what it feels like sometimes. This is what I'm talking about. Like, looking up the best method to do this. I could probably just figure something out if I really spent some time just trying things. I just need some little push in the right direction. Let's see. Continue without supporting us. Thank you. Triangle. Perfect. How to make a triangle. Okay. So, tools, toolbox, free select. That's a really imprecise triangle, though. I guess maybe I could... Oh, boy. Here we go. Alright. Free select. We're going to go right down to here. Perfectly there. Okay, so we should be at 0.1080, right? That's the halfway point, because I doubled the width and it was originally 1080, so it should be... Oh. $10.80 right there. But that's not damn, dude. Okay, we'll do that. Is there feather edges or something I can do? Oh, jeez. Wait, what the... What? I don't know how to do this. Okay, alright, hold on. We're gonna have to redo it. 0 2160. We're going by the thing at the very bottom left that you guys can't see, I guess. I want it to be negative 0 1080. Can I click here, please? What the hell's going on? Yeah, it's not letting me do it. Bro, come on. I'm just trying to... Dude. Oh, it's not letting me click at all. Alright. Hold on. It wasn't letting me do it, that's why. We're going to zoom in as much as we can. Make sure we're in just the right spot. Click there. Gonna go in up here. Okay. Alright, I think we've somehow stumbled into the religious music. It went from folky stuff to more religious stuff. Wait, this is Tosh Sultana. She's not really religious stuff. Wait, this says Last of Us Part 2. Is that what this is from? Okay, alright, hold on. Okay, now we're going to select invert. Control, so on this frame, Control X. Oh, let's see it, please. It's not bad. Oh, I think it's working. Alright, now how do we get rid of that as well? Oh wait, can we wait. Add alpha channel. I think we're done. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know how this works at all. Okay. I didn't. So what happened to all my things here? All my options. I don't know why that's there. Oh, they didn't go somewhere else. What does this do? I don't know what that did. Save device status. I don't think I want that. Alright, hold on. File. First of all, save as. Portal. Save. Alright, now file. Export as. Not a PNG. We want. We want to export it as a GIF, right? As animation? Yeah, I want that as an animation, right? Export. I really hope this works. Where pictures? Oh, is it crashing? I think it's crashing. Yep, it's crashing. Good thing I saved. That could have been really bad. Yeah. This kind of stuff happens all the time. Alright, we're gonna just close it. Close the program. Let's open it back up. That's the one we want to open. Now we want to try it again. We'll export as. And we want to export it as a GIF. Oops, not a GIF D, but a GIF. And we're going to export. I want it as animation. Export. Okay, I don't think I can do that. There's something I'm doing wrong. Because it immediately crashes when I try to do that. So there's a setting I'm not doing right, is what that means. I don't know which one it is. So we're just gonna try things. Also, what's up, Yelena? Sorry, I saw your comment and I forgot to read it out loud. It's a bad habit. I don't recommend it if you want to do any kinds of streaming. Open portal meme. Oh yeah, can you imagine a streamer that just like doesn't read any stuff out loud? Select all. Select none. I just kind of want to have nothing selected. First of all, save. Second of all, export as. GIF. Gonna export it as a GIF. Maybe we won't do as animation. Maybe just export like that. I feel like you should do that though. I feel like that's an important part of it, you know? No, where did I save it? Here it is. Okay, yeah. So did not save an animated version of it. Is it like not full screen or something? What? Why is it like not doing kind of like right up to the top? That's so weird to look at. Yeah, I think I did like I feathered the edge. Honestly, that probably looks fine anyway. It'll look better when it's animated. Nobody will notice. Alright, we don't want that. We're going to export as. Did I see the new season leaks? I did not. Already? Okay. I think we need as animation. But just the moment I press export, it just doesn't. Let's try interlace. Oh, we haven't clicked that yet. I don't think that'll really help. Or maybe just get rid of... No, we'll try interlace. We'll make that the only change we do this time. Just let it go. Okay. Not responding. That's not good. Well, it was more delayed that time. Wait. Did it go? Hold on. Moment of truth. Oh, it's beautiful. It looks so good. Look at that. Look at how good that looks. Okay, all right. Here's the true moment of truth. Hold on. Hold that thought, Bofa. We gotta get this. Okay, add source. Oh wait, no. I'll just edit this. Okay, hold on. The capture is gonna look weird. I need a close look at this. I might. Oh, I know it's actually tracking my face all right, but I'm farther from the mic, so. Trying to figure out because the traveler is not perfectly centered on the screen. I think that looks pretty good. It's not perfect. All right, you guys ready? This is the true moment of truth. I know the other one was a big deal, but this is even bigger. You guys ready for this? This is going to be pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. Look at this. Is it lagging my stream? No, it's just for a second there. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh, it's so good. I can't get over it. Oh, that's so fun. Hold on, let me do that. All right, what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good. All that effort finally pays off. Looks so good. I mean, it's stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably not really that funny to everybody else. I think this is so good. It's so funny. I love it. I love it so much. Just makes me smile looking at it. I don't even want to play the game. I just want people to look at it the whole time. I want people to be able to enjoy it. Even half as much as I enjoy it. Right, a tear in my eye. It's so good, isn't it? It works so well. I'm really satisfied with this, genuinely. I spent so much time doing this. Literally, I think we spent the entire stream so far pretty much goofing around making this. I'm so satisfied with this. It's so good. Like, I don't know. Looking at it, it doesn't quite fit in some ways, but overall, I think it just conveys the message so well, you know? Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna have to re-edit it into circle shape. They're gonna move the traveler back into the city, but it's gonna be a different shape with a different portal shape on top of it. So I'm gonna have to change everything about my background. Oh, I love this. It'll be a pleasant little surprise for everybody who wasn't here for this stream anytime I do a just chatting. Oh, did something fly like past the portal? Oh, wait, yeah, there's like a giant chunk of the traveler floating past slowly. Just being covered up by the stupid portal. Yeah, it's not perfect. That's about as good as we can get, though. Here it comes. Here it comes. It comes out with netherite armor. Can you imagine? Alright, who wants to hear about the rest of my weird control scheme? Now that I'm in game, I can actually show it. I never did finish talking about that. So, let's see here. Come to think of it, she said, would you help me lay some out instead? All right. So let me finish my control scheme thing. So I got it really hammered in my head, this idea of movement on the left side and looking on the right side and abilities on the right side. And it worked well when I was using a controller back in the day, because usually there was less stuff for your left hand to do, which as a right-handed person is fine by me, right? But when I moved to PC, I was trying to find good PC parts because I was playing Overwatch, and I thought I was good at Overwatch, and I thought that when I moved to PC, I'd... Oh, man, that's a bit of lag there. Yeah, I mean, no one really wins, but I was determined to like, I'm like, if I can just play on PC, I swear I'm gonna be so good. I'm gonna put in so much time and really practice, and I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna see if I can go pro. I was really inspired, and I would later learn that it was never gonna happen, but I didn't know that at the time, and so I really invested. And so not only did I buy a new PC, moved from Xbox to PC with a new computer, but I also got a whole bunch of equipment that I thought would be really good. I got a keyboard that I liked a lot, and slowly upgraded my setup, and at one point got a mouse. Let me show you. Oh, geez, that transition. Oh, no. Is it in the... Here, let me... see if... is that better? Okay, yeah. I think disabling it for now is... I think it does take a lot of stuff to run it. Anyway, I had seen some commercials and some ads about the Rival 600 and the way it was supposed to track your movement a lot more accurately than other gaming mice at the time. And I was like, okay, so I went and got it. Honestly, like, the mouse was fine. It was a good mouse, but the first one I had lasted a while, and then it broke, and I was like, oh, well, let me get a new one. And so I got a new one, and then, like, just a few months later, the next one broke, and I'm like, okay, awesome. So I bought a third one, and that one also broke kind of quick. And I'm like, all right, so I'm not buying this mouse anymore, because it's like an expensive one. It's not that cheap. Oh wait, no, I think I only ever bought two versions of it. I think when the first one broke, it was like, oh, great. So I bought a second one, and it broke not that many months later. Now, you could say that it was Overwatch that was, doing a number to this mouse, whether it was Overwatch directly or me with Overwatch specifically. Either way, the important takeaway is I used this mouse for a good chunk of time, and I got used to the button configuration. It's essentially the mouse I relearned PC gaming on, and I got used to it. But I always kind of felt uncomfortable. Like, I just kind of wished there was one more button, because what I ended up doing, and this is where it gets a little weird, I ended up reassigning some buttons on PC to feel like how it felt on console, because it was easier to transition that way. So I really didn't like having stuff assigned to the keyboard. Now WASD and jump, or in spacebar for jump, like movement as far as that goes, totally normal. But sprinting, crouching, and any other abilities, I did not like the feeling of on keyboard. I didn't like having my ult on the keyboard, so I put it a bit further away, both in Destiny and in Overwatch. So it started with Overwatch. I wanted to keep my super button far away, so I wouldn't have to, or I wouldn't accidentally press it at the wrong time, but still within reach. So I assigned it to R. And I know what you're thinking. If you've played Destiny or Overwatch, and again, it started with Overwatch. If you've played Overwatch, you know that R is reload in like any FPS. So what's my reload? Well, I'll tell you, and you're going to hate it. Reload for me, for every FPS on PC, is middle mouse button. In other words, scroll wheel. I press down on scroll wheel. Not scrolling up or down, but pressing down on it is reload for me. In every FPS I play. It's just what I've grown accustomed to, all right? So R is my ultimate button. That scroll wheel pressing is my my thing, right? Reloading. I also didn't like having weapon swaps on either scroll wheel. Luckily, there were these buttons here. There are a lot of things I didn't like. So, but I worked with it. All of my grenade abilities, I kind of assigned to this button here. You see that one up front? My melee was this one back here. And then any other like kind of mid-game ability I'd assign to this one. But it always felt just a little bit uncomfortable, like I was missing an extra button. But I didn't want to give up using this mouse. But when I got my second one broken, after a very short amount of time, I was kind of fed up. I was like, you know, whatever. I'm going to get a new mouse, and I'm going to find one that has 4 buttons on the side. Because I don't need like a whole bunch. You know, there's some gaming mice out there with like 20 buttons on it. And I'm like, I don't know if I need 20 buttons, but I just need one more on the left side there. And I did some research, and I tried to find one, and I found this one. The SpeedLink OmniV. I don't think they sell it anymore. They have kind of gone back and forth between selling it. So let me show you. Here's a great image of it. Look at this one. This is SpeedLink OmniV. I am using this mouse right now. Right now. This is my 3rd iteration of this mouse. It lasts way longer than that garbage SpeedLink one. Or not SpeedLink, that garbage SteelSeries one. It's very solidly made. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of big, but I got big hands, IRL. And so it works. And it's just nice. It's a solid fit. And I have an extra one in case this one ever poops out. I got one more. Because when I was replacing my second one, after having used it for like a year or two, I was like, oh man, I think they sold out of these and they're not going to sell anymore, so I better order a few. And so I ordered 2 more. I found someone who was selling 2 at a time, and so I ordered 2 of them so I'd have an extra for later in case this one kicks out at some point. Oh, all good, Kingdoms. I appreciate it. So, now the nice thing about this is that the buttons are arranged in a very ergonomic D-pad, right? So, you have up, down, left, and right, but they're in the shape that fits your thumb really comfortably. It doesn't feel weird at all. It doesn't feel like left or up, down, left, right. It feels like forward, back, up, down. You know, I don't know. It works well on the thumb, and I like this feeling of just having movement stuff on my left hand and nothing else, and then just having all the like pretty much every other ability on my mouse. So, with that being said, in Destiny or in Overwatch, I pretty much reassigned a lot of things. Now, I mentioned before, me playing Minecraft in the past is important to this context now, because I believe at some point in Minecraft's history, shift was crouch for some reason. Shift was crouch. And I don't know if they changed that. I feel like the last time I played Minecraft, I had to reassign it to being shift again. But because I was used to that, maybe that was something I changed as a kid because maybe my hands were smaller at the time. I don't remember. I just remember playing with shift as crouch way back in the day in Minecraft. And when I moved to PC, I was too used to that. I didn't like having crouch as control. So I reassigned, and I still reassign in every single game. I reassign crouch to shift. Left shift, to be clear, not right shift. I'm not that weird. Most other things like tab and escape and all that are the same. I assigned all movement abilities in Overwatch, except for, again, like Diva's Booster and things like that. I assigned all of those to E, including like sprint. So sprint in any game is E for me. I know E is often the interact key. Well, my interact key in every game is F. I know. It's not that part's not too crazy, I don't think. So E is sprint. Because when are you know, it's not often that you're pressing, like, I don't know, like right and sprint at the same time. So, like, I can press E instead of D, you know, because I'm not going to strafe to my right and also sprint at the same time. So I'll just choose between the two, you know, and move my pointer finger accordingly. Again, super and ultimate in Overwatch is bound to R. And Q, in Overwatch, I didn't really like it being assigned to anything important. Again, I liked kind of keeping everything separate. But eventually I assigned the wave, you know, just so your character would wave and say hello. I assigned that to Q, just for the fun of it. It made it fun to spam. It was a convenient spot for that. In Overwatch, I never assigned anything to control. To left control, but I have in Destiny, all of my air abilities are bound to control. So Shatter Dive, Icarus Dash, all those things, they're bound to control. Trying to think of what else is on the keyboard. There's certain things that I've never been able to get away from, you know, on the keyboard. Oh, I like having V for my in-game chat. You know, if I ever use push to talk. Currently, my finisher button, I think I have bound to Z. I had it on my mouse, but it got in the way of another button. I'll get there in a second. Is that a Z or X? I'd have to feel it out when I'm trying to go for a finisher. But yeah, I don't like having Z, X, or C assigned to anything. That just feels uncomfortable. I feel like it would get in the way, and I don't like having R and F assigned to things I use frequently. But it works out with, you know, with the super being on R and interact being on F. It never really seems to get in the way of things. There aren't a lot of times where I need to strafe to my right and also press one of those buttons. Currently, guard in Destiny is assigned to Q. So it was wave in Overwatch, but in Destiny it's like block with a sword, or cleanse if you're using like the VOD relic, things like that. So that's keyboard. And then of course spacebar is jump, WASD is moving. I unbound 1 2 3 4. I don't like having that as anything, because if I'm just trying to press W and I accidentally press 2 a little bit, I don't want to accidentally swap to my secondary. That seems dumb to me. I'm like, no, I don't want that. Now, some people would be like, well, you just need to be more precise. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not always going to play precisely. In fact, I'm probably never going to play that precisely. So I'd rather have some room for error. So I have things bound to my mouse. A lot of things bound to my mouse. Just like in Overwatch, with Overwatch, I had forward bound to like any kind of grenade or throwing ability of some kind. Up was bound to just kind of whatever ability I needed to fill in there. Right was bound to melee. And again, these are literally arrow keys. So I can press. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm sure you can through my mic. That's my actual arrow key, but now try to listen to. You probably can't hear that at all. That's coming from my mouse. And I'm still pressing down, but instead I'm doing it on my mouse. And it makes navigating like web pages kind of convenient because I also have page up and page down bound to these buttons here on the side. And these buttons I didn't need, but when I got them, I enjoyed having them. And I've made good use of them. So the up one is bound to page up, which is a key you probably have never pressed on your keyboard except for accidentally. And then page down. These are literally like on the farthest right side of my keyboard. I don't have a numpad on my keyboard because I felt like it took too much space and I don't need a numpad. I've never needed a numpad in my life. So I got a keyboard with that one. So the farthest thing to the right is the page up, page down. I'm never going to press them on the actual keyboard, but I press them all the time on my mouse. And it works well, so I bind things like that. So what I usually do, because I don't like having scroll wheel bound to very many things, or if I do, it's stuff that's totally unrelated. I usually bind swap weapons to the up and down. So up will be next weapon, down will be previous weapon. In some games, I'll do just one of the buttons to swap weapons if there's not a lot of swapping to be done, and then the other button can be something else. I think Overwatch is like that for some things. Can't remember what. But in Destiny, I have up button bound to the default Destiny 1 system of swapping weapons, where if you press, it goes between primary, secondary, but if you hold, it goes to heavy. I liked that, but it was also a bit annoying not having a way to go directly to my heavy weapon. So I bound down to go directly to my heavy anyway. So down just goes to my heavy, but up will swap between primary and secondary, and if I hold it for a second, it'll go to heavy. I don't do that very often. I usually just press down instead. So that's how I swap weapons. Again, scroll wheel. Pressing scroll wheel is reloading, and that's just how it is in every game. I've just gotten used to it. It's just what I do. And then scrolling up and down depends on the game. There are a few things I've had it assigned to before. If there's ever a game where I need to spam something, I might do scroll wheel for that. For example, in Destiny, for breaking out of stasis, I have that bound to scroll wheel. And that works all right. It's not like it really affects it at all, but I'll spam scroll up and down a whole bunch like that until it breaks me free. I like to think it helps, but it never does. It's one weird looking dog, not gonna lie. True, though. True. Like my mouse, simple. I feel like I would always accidentally click on something on that mouse. It does happen. I'm not gonna lie. It does happen. Every once in a while, I'll accidentally press melee. That's the one I do the most, if anything. It's not all the time, but every once in a while, I'll accidentally press unpowered melee, and it'll like cancel out a reload or cancel out a me shooting or ADSing or something, you know. And I'll be upset about it for a few seconds and then get over it because it was just an accident anyway. And I'm just as likely to press that by accident as I am to accidentally press my super button, you know. That finger gun mouse, I don't know, man. This thing is weird. It doesn't even look like, it says it's ergonomic. I don't think it is at all, man. Look at that, man. It's so weird. Okay, I'm glancing around. I'm like, oh no, it's not going to leak my address. has my zip code, which isn't specific enough to get me doxxed, but man, that is close. I'm not clicking on any more things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's supposed to be more ergonomic than an actual mouse. These upright ones are supposed to be pretty ergonomic, so I've heard. So that's those buttons, and then the arrow keys. So these again are assigned to arrow keys, and so that one's usually grenade. In Destiny specifically, that's grenade. That is class ability. So Titan Barricade, Hunter Dodge, Warlock Rift, and all their variants. And then back or right, depending on how you look at it. The right arrow key is bound to melee, and then bottom. So the right arrow key is bound to powered melee, and then the bottom is bound to unpowered melee. Now it used to be bound to finisher, and then unpowered melee came out as a separate option. And there are times where you want an unpowered melee and not a powered melee. And so I jumped on that opportunity to make a distinction. And for a while I ran unpowered melee with finisher on the same button. It was okay. I was not... It kind of got annoying after a while. There were just certain circumstances where I'd want to do one and I'd accidentally do the other. And I was not a fan of that. So I stopped using that, and I eventually put finisher on. I think it's on Z or X right now. So it's like, it's there if I need it. But not like crazy convenient like it was, And that's it. That's how I do it. It's maybe not the weirdest system, but it makes sense in my brain, even if it doesn't make sense anywhere else. So there it is. Big fan of this mouse. I really hope they bring it back. Yeah, so I don't know. It's nice. It works. I mean, these buttons are, you hit these with your pointer finger. So like usually I'm not firing and swapping weapons at the same time. That's kind of not really something you can do. So it makes sense to have that on the pointer finger. It works for me. Same thing with reload. You're usually not firing and reloading at the same time. I don't often use my right click. I don't use my middle finger to tap reload. I suppose I could, and it might be a bit more efficient that way. But I can't really see myself doing that. Maybe I could try to retrain myself. It would feel weird. So my pointer finger does all the work for all these things here. And then my thumb does all the work over here. And then every other finger is just kind of lazy. I mean, middle finger does right click. Every other funger? Was I about to say funger? Anyway, and every other finger does pretty much nothing, except just hold the mouse, I guess. Which I guess isn't very many. It's just my ring and pinky finger at that point. So it's programmed in your head. Yeah. At this point, it would take a lot of adjustment to get used to a normal mouse, It would be a lot of trouble. Which, is a potential reality a few years down the line. Because at some point, I'm going to not be able to buy any more of these mouses. I think it's the plural when you're talking about computer mice. At some point, there won't be any more of these on eBay for affordable prices. And I'll just have to suffer with all the broken versions, or eventually bite the bullet and just get a new mouse. But for now, it's working. I mean, the mouse I have right now, again, it's the third one I've gotten of this mouse. I really, really like it. Ukas, you just missed all my what's that mouse that looks like a little car? I don't know, man. But if I click on it, it'll show my address, so I'm gonna hesitate on that. Oh, were you talking about this one initially? This one is literally a little car. It's so funny. Can you imagine how impractical that would be? I would love it though if like the little doors were also like buttons on the. Can you imagine? You knock on the window, and it reloads your gun or something. You know. That's so funny. Yeah, some of these gaming mice, man, they're like straight up transformers, man. Okay, like this one, like this is the one I use legitimately, the Speedlink Omniv. This is what I use right now as I'm scrolling around and stuff, and I like it quite a bit. And it looks kind of weird, but when you really look at it, you're like, oh, okay, well, I can see how that's ergonomic, right? Look, it's got like this little stand. It's kind of weird. Not a lot of mice have this, but every once in a while you see one with it. It's got a little stand for like your pinky to sit on, so you can't like lift in the normal way, but it's nice so then your pinky's not like dragging on your mouse pad all the time. But it's got a nice like curve to it too, so you can like kind of tuck your fingers underneath, and so you can still lift it without any issue. I do have an issue sometimes, every once in a while, especially when the mouse gets really worn out, which is why occasionally I have to get a new one, but usually I only get a new one when like big problems happen. But occasionally it'll get bad enough. I'm sure other people might have this issue as well, where like a button might get too easily pressed after a long time of use, you know? And so like if you lift it up, you might accidentally press the down button here, which to me is unpowered melee. That's what that's bound to. So yeah, it's yeah. Oh look, this is just a different mouse, also made by Speedlink. I don't know. It's weirdly ergonomic. It feels fine in the hand. I never have any hand pain from this, really. At least not any more or less than other mice. So it feels fine, you know. Again, that's also not the right one. That one looks like. Oh, that's fine. And it's got a DPI switch. I never use it. I always forget that it's even there. It's weird. The DPI switch also changes the LEDs on it. It does have like color changing LEDs you can do different color schemes on, but it's all solid red. So like a lot of the colors just kind of look weird with that red, you know? So I don't really care about it too much. Bro, what is with these stupid transformer looking things? Like, what is this? Like every time I look at my mouse, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a little weird looking. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of an odd looking guy. And then I see something like this, man. Like, what the hell is that? The Mad Cats. What does it have? A jet engine in it? What is that? It's got like a little spinner. What is with these dials, man? What are you changing? What are you measuring, man? There's no way, dude. You checking your altitude on this thing? Oh man. Was that a headphone jack on the side? I know I'm one, you know, but this weird thing, I get it, man. Right? You can make fun of it. That's fine. But like, come on. Like, what even is this? Like, what are these? They're literally like dials. Tilt wheel. For what? Is it just so you can change the shape of it to fit your hand better? Is that what it is? Like, why not make that more internal looking? Why is it so, like, blatantly external? Just so weird. All these, like, little dials and things, man. Yeah, let me just check my altitude on my gaming mouse. My Rat 8 Plus. Whatever, man. Transition back. Watch the stream die. Oh no. So many frame drops. Yeah, I mean, it looks great when it's running, but man. It's so funny. It's a good meme. I'm proud of it. Man, we really have wasted the entire stream doing nothing, haven't we? I really could have been doing anything in the game right now. And I instead did nothing. Isn't that crazy? Damn. You know what the saddest part is? I have semi-limited time today. I was gonna only stream for a little while and then call it. And I can keep going for a little bit longer, but I should be going to bed kind of soon. I don't have work in the morning, so let me clarify, right? I have the day off work. Just totally off, right? And that means I've got the opportunity to stream a lot tomorrow. Now, that being said, it's not gonna be anything like yesterday where I streamed like the whole day, like the whole. I was like 15 hours straight of just streaming. Can't do that. Just because I did move apartments recently, and we just got the last like few tiny little things here and there moved. Literally today, my brother brought some of the last stuff over, and now that that's been moved, we can finally go back and clean the old apartment. And so, my brother and I were discussing what all need to be done. So tomorrow, I'm going to be doing that. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to come home and then I'll stream. I don't know how long that's going to take. Genuinely, I have no idea. I don't know if it's going to be like an all day kind of ordeal, or if it's going to be literally like I go there and it takes like an hour. And then I'm like, wow, okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. And then I come home. I have no idea. I just don't know. I can't imagine it'll take all day. But what might take all day is me trying to get myself to go do it. that very well might take all day. I have no idea. What's a virus? But yeah, Oh, what's a wavy? Man, everybody hopping in. So I think we'll hang out a little bit longer. Maybe do something in Destiny. I'm debating on whether I should log in just for a little bit. Again, I can't stay up too much later because of the stuff I gotta do, but... Hit a wall early. Slightly depressed, then I remembered you weren't streaming. Aw. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you dropping by. I hope I can help you out in some way. You know what we can do? Why did the new witness? Well, Kingdoms pointed out that the background wasn't accurate anymore because the traveler left, and then the portal got opened up on it, and so I spent like what 2 hours, making that triangle GIF of the Nether portal and putting it on the traveler, all for the gag. You see the King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard put out a new album? I did. I saw the music video for Gila Monster when it came out like a few weeks ago, and I've been kind of waiting for the entire album to drop since then. So I had to listen to it. I'll probably do that tomorrow when... Actually, I'll probably do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow when I'm cleaning the old apartment. Or I might do it on stream. We'll see, I guess. Hope the wall didn't hurt too bad. I always get a headache when that happens to me. Oh no. I just saw a dumb meme. That's good. Calling it a night. Good night now. And Virus and Yukos and Hi and Bofa and everybody. Oh man, people leaving already. Well, I guess not much has happened anyway. Yeah, I got stuff to do tomorrow, so I guess I should probably just go to bed too. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. We didn't play any Destiny at all, but honestly, I played so much yesterday, and I'll be on a lot tomorrow. I think, as long as I can get myself up in the morning to do stuff that I'm supposed to be doing anyway, then I should be okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm glad I got the Nether portal on the Traveler. I'm glad I was able to set that up first. Ever since Diablo 4 dropped, I heard Diablo 4 is doing pretty good, so can't say I blame you. Waiting for that game since it was announced several years ago. Yeah, I'll bet. Jeez. They always do that, man. They always announce things like way before they need to. It's kind of annoying. It's okay because you put the portal in the Traveler. I think that's an amazing thing to do. I spent so much time working on that, and it really slows. It really lags the stream. Every time I transition to it, it lags the stream so much. So we'll see how long I keep that up. But it was well worth it, I think. I'm satisfied.
I just needed you to know. I love you.
Love you too, Virus. Thanks for hanging out, even just for a little bit. I'll be on tomorrow. Again, I was just doing stuff with family this past weekend, so I've been kind of busy. I was trying to stream a little bit here and there while I still could anyway. It was tough, you know. I enjoyed having family, you know, hangout time. But, yeah, really used a lot of time that I could have been streaming as well, you know. And then I took a day off yesterday because I was just feeling a little bit sick and I didn't want to spread it to my coworkers. And I was feeling only mildly better today. I'm not even feeling like too bad. It was just like sore throat. No like sneezing or coughing. The only time I started sneezing was when I started having cough drops. And for some reason that was like making me sneeze. But that always happens with cough drops for me. It's weird. And it's not even like constant sneezing. It's just like it makes the air around my mouth like too like I don't know, clean or perfumey or something. I don't know, something about it makes me sneeze. It's weird. Anyway, maybe that's TMI. But either way, I was feeling a little bit sickly. Have a good night, Virus. I'll see you, man. I won't be on too much longer here. What the Ben is going on? What does that mean? What do you mean? Yelena, I got bad news, man. I'm wrapping up. But I'll be on tomorrow. Anyway, I got stuff to clean up tomorrow at the old apartment. Literally the whole apartment, we gotta clean it. I'm gonna be mopping floors and stuff, cleaning out the fridge. And not in a good way, kind of cleaning out the fridge. Once we're done with that, then I'm free from the old apartment. I never have to go back again. Not that I hated it or anything, but you know, it's just I get to move on fully. There's nothing left there for me. All my stuff is here at the new place. Just need to go clean out the old place, and then we can be done with it. But yeah, I am off work. So assuming I actually wake up at a decent time in the morning, I will clean the apartment and then come here and start streaming, hopefully at a good time, and get a bunch of stuff done, hopefully. I got a bunch of stuff to do, so I really hope I do. I could, I'll buy my ticket and help you. Hey, man. Go for it. I don't think, thinking about it, I really don't think it'll take too long. Normal time Carnum streams. Hey man, you're gonna get 2 this week. Isn't that crazy? I don't know about any other days, but you're gonna get 2 this week. This will be the second one tomorrow. Today was kind of a normal stream too. I just spent the entire time making the stupid nether portal thing. Oh man. Okay. It's time. I've had a good time. I sat here and talked about my stupid button configurations. Sat here and made a stupid nether portal thing. Um, Talked about other dumb meme things. You know, it was good. It was good. I had a good time. Um, uh, I've got. I guess I don't know. Let's take a second before. Hold on. Before we wrap things up. Well, I've got everybody's attention. Actually, no. A few people have dipped out, haven't they? Whatever. Either way. You might hear me talk about it more because I like to ramble, but I want to finally get around to commissioning somebody for some more emotes. It's probably going to be the same artist if I can get them again, because I really liked their stuff last time. It's a lot of trouble because I need to decide what emotes to get in the first place. I need to decide how many, and then I don't want it to be all up to me, so I'm probably gonna have a poll in the Discord, and I'm gonna be advertising it for the next little while. Currently in the Discord, there are emote nominations that I've had for a little while, and people kind of stopped posting there because I think people just haven't even noticed it. If you have any emote ideas that are not listed in the emote nominations Discord channel, then you can post it there, and then people can react to your voting, or not voting. People can react to your recommendation for the emote, and depending on how many reactions you get, that will determine which ones I might consider commissioning. And then I'm gonna compile as many as I get requested and have everybody vote on those. You know, we'll figure it out. Yelena already on it. Let's go. Shocked emote. This one, please. Dude. Alright. So there's that. I'm also thinking of getting other various forms of art commissioned. Maybe I'll be saying goodbye to the traveler behind me here and get like a little background more suiting for myself. Maybe I'll get some new intro and outro cards instead of the pizza slice and the orange soda on the sunny day. You know, I might get some like other miscellaneous background things, like something for the Discord and stuff, like a banner for it or something. I don't know, stuff for my YouTube channel and Twitch channel. You know, just to spruce things up a bit. You know, look a bit more professional. We'll do a little bit of it. I like some of the goofy stuff I got going on. So I don't want to go too crazy about it, but yeah, I might get more. What's the word? I guess specific, more. I don't know. I guess specific is the right word, at least as close as I can think of. Something more, you know, more professional looking stuff than, you know, just kind of the silly things that I throw in here and there, you know, just to make it look nicer. I've been uploading VODs slowly to my YouTube channel. That's been nice. Getting occasional views on them. I wasn't really expecting them to get a lot of views. Been getting a lot more views than I thought I would. Not like a crazy amount, but still more than I thought I would. And people who might drop by for those might drop by for a stream sometime. And, you know, it's a new viewer. So that's cool. A reminder, if anything ever interesting happens ever on stream, please clip it. You know, I can upload those clips to my YouTube channel, and that's a really good way to grow the channel too. It's the only thing I ask of you guys. You don't have to donate. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You don't have to subscribe. The only thing I want is just some more clips on my channel. That's all. As long as they're good ones. I mean, don't just take that as a literal thing and just clip me saying something random that has nothing to do with anything, and it's just a really boring thing. Like, actually, like, make good clips, please. But you know, more clips is better. It's like the biggest thing to help out a streamer, really. Trying to just kind of see what else there is to say. I feel like there are just a few things I've been kind of wanting to say. I'll probably say all these things again because I like to do that. I don't know, just expect some cool art stuff. I think I'm finally at a point where I can afford to splurge on some stuff like that. No pressure for anybody to donate so that I can afford those things. I can afford them, fine. Don't worry about any of that. Maybe I'll make a donation goal if there's something more expensive to get. Like if a commission seems more pricey than I was expecting it to be, then I might make a donation goal. But otherwise, no. I think we'll be okay. Money spread emo. What the... Bruh. You realize how small emotes are? You know how hard it would be to read that? Don't type in the Discord chat as if you're replying to me, my guy. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. Let's get a good outro song. My man's typing in a Discord channel as if he's talking in my Twitch chat. Let's see here. What's a good outro song? How about we hear Dearly Departed by Shaky Graves? That'll be the outro. And in fact, we're just going to skip right to it because it's time. I gotta go. I gotta go because if I go to bed now, then I wake up at a good time tomorrow. And if I wake up at a good time tomorrow, then I can be on like a lot of tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you guys later. We're going to hear Dearly Departed by Shaky Graves featuring Esme Patterson, I think is how you say that name. I don't know. That'll be the outro song for the night. Thank you so much for watching. And have a good night. I'll see you guys later. Bye.